Hey guys, welcome back. Let's give you a quick fire room. Oh boy, I gotta put this on first. Let's see. Well, how did that come off? All right, guys. Let's. I got it back on. I'm gonna give you a firewood update. Show you how we're doing this year. So I haven't filled this up at all today. I haven't put any in it today yet. We're at 169. So if you recall, the CentralBoiler calls for the damper to open at 175, shuts the damper off at 185. It does not have a forced air fan. This is a CentralBoiler 5648, and it is 21 years old. Let's open her up. All right, a couple little embers left, so let's top her off for the day. So there's the wheelbarrow now. And we'll top this off. I want to show you something. My woodshed is approximately 18 to 20 cord, just depends how high I stack it. The tops of those boards are at 8 feet, so I tighten it right up when I stack them up there, but they shrink. So we're what, 7 to 7.5 feet tall. You know, I'll even give you a look around the outside. So right here is the outside wall. I have one more row in there. So we're burning this bunk right here and half of this one. Now we have some slabs and this stuff out here yet still. So 8, and 8 feet. And it's 14 feet. So if you want to do the math, go ahead and do the math. But that just know if you get her at about 7 feet, you're at every bit of 18 cord. Show you how much I burnt this year though. I'm saving this half. This is the newest wood. This is the stuff I cut last year and last spring. So I'm not getting into that this year. So I'm to the outside wall there. And we have one more row there. And then the outside wall. And that will get us through this year. And I have probably a dozen baskets out there that are seasoned as also. So as soon as I can open this wall up and get a tractor in here, I'll start refilling this and burning out of baskets too. I try to keep a whole half a bunk ready for the next year. All right, so let's get this wheelbarrow filled up. All right, so we're getting low here. Oh. Every now and then, I find a critter in here. I know there's a little rabbit den back in there. So I'm hoping they don't have babies when I open this up. If they are, I'll keep protected in there for a while until they can get out. But I see them go in there all the time. And last year, it was unfortunate. I ended up burning out this side last year. And I noticed, found a dead possum. So I don't know if it got crushed or what happened. And I'll check this because this is just maple. A lot of this is maple. This is oak, but a lot of this is maple. All right, let's get this in there. All right, let's get this loaded back up. So, you know, if you burn 12 to 15 quart a year, probably 12 quart a year, yeah, 12 quart a year, 6,000 square feet, that's not bad, right? 2 quart per 1,000 square feet. Give you a look. That's very important. Let's see what the smoke cloud looks like. So we have a little smoke coming out, but once that gets up to temperature, you won't even see the smoke. We're gonna go out and check the wood stove this morning. 20 degrees out, very nice. Sun's up. Pretty clear exhaust coming out. Let's see what we got. 157. I really didn't think that maple would make it too long. Let's see what we got in there. This wood stove, though, the way I have it set up, my furnace will still heat until down to 120, then my propane kicks on. Oh yeah, she's going right back off. Look at that. You look. Nice looking in there. Interesting note on these wood boilers. This is about how long they last, 20, 21 years. I've not heard of many people getting much longer than that. They usually rot out, rust out, start leaking. Mine hasn't yet. I don't know if it has something to do with the water we use, but it hasn't started leaking yet. But I did get the phone number of somebody who's about an hour away who completely rebuilds them. So I'm actually going to give them a call and just see what they're all about. I don't know if there's more. Oops, if there's more than one kind of person doing that around here. Never thought of that as a business, but what a great idea. Put that one back on. If this was all oak that I put in yesterday, that would have had no problems getting through the night. And still being 185. I also don't fill it as high. I used to pack that thing full. What would happen is I'd get such a pile of embers on the bottom and coal on the bottom that I think the bottoms on the sidewalls are insulated basically, and it didn't heat up well. So now I keep the fires smaller and more manageable. I think it works better. Boy, that's dry. It took right off, didn't it? All right, I'll give you guys a complete heating cycle. We'll come back out here this afternoon. I think 3 or 4, maybe even before bedtime. Just see what it looks like, and then we'll call it end on that video. You know, I think it's January 30th today. We're almost into February. This is fantastic. We're going to start seeing robins here in the next few weeks. All right, we're going to check out the wood stove. It's been a little over 24 hours now. We put that load in last night. I put a few logs in this morning, and we're going to top her off for the night, but I want to show you something here. So I'm guessing it's on the heat cycle right now. It's probably opened up. I'm guessing we'll find out. We'll verify that when we get in there. The damper's open. That's why there's not much smoke. And when it shuts off the damper, there's almost virtually no smoke. So there's a little smoke. You can see it going up, but it's pretty clear. I've always been pleased with this CentralBoiler, but just know if you have one of these things, you can't be a couch potato. It did. It just opened up. So I'm guessing it's going to be bright in there. Oh, yeah. Right on. All right. Not bad. We're home all day, so we leave the heat up. When my wife wasn't working, when she was before she retired, I'd be out at the mill all day, or I'd be at my job. So our house we'd let the house go way down in temperature. But now we're both home, so we keep it at 70 degrees all day. So we do burn a lot. At nighttime, we won't burn that much due to the fact that the heat goes way down at night. So let's get this loaded up for the night. One of the things you don't want to do with these wood stoves, in the back there's a baffle that comes down that forces the reburn gas up and above. If you go back in the video, you'll see where it's all corrugated up here. It reignites up there, but you don't want to get the fire beyond that baffle in the back. Just leave it in front. You'll do a lot better if you have one of these type of stoves. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't fill them to the tippy top anymore like I used to. I think this burns a lot better and longer. Another thing I like to do is I like to keep it clean in front of the wood stove, just in case an ember ever gets out. I also sweep up this debris. As you can see, I try to keep it kind of clean, and it also helps the wheelbarrow roll around in here. So we're going to keep it clean in here. I like to keep it somewhat clean. I just don't want embers flying out. We used up that wood, if you recall, yesterday. And now we're going to start working on this wall. There's 2 layers here. And we will get it so we have just 1 row left there and 1 row left there. I'll punch in that wall, and then we'll start bringing in more wood. Take a look at the stove. Ooh, she's roaring now, guys. We're burning off the creosote in there. Oh, we talked about the reburn. That's what I was talking about. We're at 183. Let's give it a minute. Here's where the damper lives. It's just about to shut down. Couple tools I use. We use that pitchfork kind of looking thing, and this scraper. 184. Got 1 more degree, guys. Let's go see what the exhaust looks like. Not much coming out. When that gets to 185, you'll hear it click. There it goes. 185. It's not calling for any more heat. So I'm going to shut the door. That will choke out the fire. Literally choke it right down to nothing in just a matter of minutes. And It'll just sit there and stew and smolder until it calls for more heat, and then it'll open back up. That's now with it off. So you can see, are these gasification stoves even worth it? There you go, guys. You just saw a fresh load of wood in there. If you got good dry wood, I wouldn't go with a gasification stove if your township will allow it. Guess what? I think the government's stepping in and making us use those gasification stoves, but I will never put another gasification stove in there. I'll put the exact same stove, or I'll have that one rebuilt. All right, guys, that'll do it. Take care. We'll see you at the mill next time. The mill? How about the wood stove too? Well, hi, Abby. Yeah.
She's waiting for dinner.
You waiting for your dinner to come out?